and then after you judge. So before you judge someone, make sure you're perfect. Make sure you've ever experienced that situation, that exact situation. Make sure you've ever been in that very house she is. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Shakie my love. My name is Shakira and my channel is called Shakie my love. So we talk about fashion, beauty, lifestyle, development, and a little bit of how life as a housemaid in Saudi Arabia. So if you're interested in the above mentioned, please go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification button so that you don't miss a thing whenever I post a video. So previously I've updated videos on how to cut patterns, how to sew, DIY, so go ahead and watch them. Make sure you practice and leave me a comment. Make sure you learn something with me. I want you to go back home with a skill. So today I've come with an exciting topic, as you've read it above. Previously I've been sick. I was sick. The last video I was talking to you, I was sick and I filmed that video at night, and then I uploaded it, and I wasn't really feeling well, so I went to the hospital and I'm okay now. I'm okay. I think 80% okay. I'm glad. So we are going to talk about the reasons. We are going to see the reason as why some housemaids ran away from the Arab houses. But I want you to remember this. Before you judge someone for running away, I want you to remember that you and her are not in the same house. You've not experienced what she has experienced. And before someone does that, they have really tried to be patient, be good, and things have just failed. Things just failed, and you just find yourself in a situation where you can't hold on anymore. So the only option is to run away to save your life. So I'm not encouraging people to this is a disclaimer. I'm not encouraging or advising people to run away, but if it is so hard for you, if you have an opportunity, if you have a chance, you can save your life. Because however, try to be good, try to be patient, and try to create a favoring situation or relationship between you and your bosses. So without further ado, let's get straight to the video. So one of the reasons as to why housemaids or domestic workers, I prefer calling them house managers, the reason as why they run away from that house, the first reason is sexual harassment. Oh my god, I know most of people who work, 70% of people who work in these countries, they have experienced that sexual harassment. Like that thing sounds simple or easier to handle, but to some people it's not. More so when you find someone who is very cool, someone who is so, I don't know, someone who is so submissive. Sometimes, because first of all, you can't tell your female boss that this and this has happened, or this is more likely to happen, because in these countries it's only you. Like, they judge. If you say Papa wants to do this, or your son wants to do this with me, blah 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 blah, they will blame you, not them. They will not blame their children, they will not blame their husbands. So you just find yourself in a situation where you can't, you're in that alone. If it was so easier for the madams to handle that, to talk to their husbands, to talk to their children or sons, it would be better, much better. But if you find yourself in a situation where the husband, your male boss, is harassing you, or the sons are harassing you, please, please don't stay in that situation, because you're most likely to lose your life. So another thing that I realized, or that I've discovered, is too much work. Yeah, too much work. And this happens in most cases. This happens when a domestic worker is forced to work in two houses. This happens a lot. They come for you from the company, and then they take you in that house, and they want you to work in another house. They don't want to, like, these people, I don't know how they reason, because first of all, that one house to manage is so difficult, but sometimes they want you to work in two houses, even sometimes in three houses. So you find yourself, you don't get enough time to rest, you're being harassed, you're being mistreated. So some people find it so hard. It's really hard. And if someone reaches to the extent of escaping, sometimes you should not blame them. This is the reason: too much work. And remember, you're working in two, three houses, but they are not paying you for that extra work. They are only paying you for one house. So stop blaming people for running away. Before we go to the next point, please consider subscribing, share my channel with others, leave a comment below. Liking and commenting helps my video to move further, to be recommended to other people. So please consider subscribing, hit that notification button, make sure you don't miss a thing, because we have amazing videos here. I mean, another reason as why people run away from these Arab houses is insufficient food. Is it insufficient? Little food or no food at all? Poor feeding, blah 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 blah. So you find a house, like, one day, I think 1 week ago, we went somewhere, and I usually don't move with my bosses, but they insisted I should go and see, like, my boss wanted me to see her parents' house. So there were many people there. I went with her, and I used to say this house is big, but I reached there and I almost started shaking. The house was so big, in that there were two housemaids, but they could tell you what they go through in that house. It's too much. They take tea or breakfast at 3, and then they take lunch at midnight. You understand? So it's so disturbing, because sometimes you may find yourself, you're working too hard, you're using a lot of energy, and you're not eating well. That is so bad, because these people don't care. And remember, for them, they always have snacks. They always have something, biscuits, snacks, blah blah blah. They have those little things they eat, they consume during the day. They are okay. They are not starving like you. So that's one reason. That's another reason as why people run away. And some people are mistreated. That's another reason. That some people are mistreated. They are being tortured. Some people have worked seriously. Just a mere mistake. You make just a mere mistake and they punish you, as if they are punishing their daughters or what. And I don't know how can you start punishing someone who is mature, someone who is taking care of you, someone who is washing for you, someone who is cooking for you, someone who is doing literally everything for you, and sometimes you just can't stay in such a situation, because working for someone who doesn't appreciate you, rather, I don't know how to term that, but it's so bad and frustrating. Sometimes you can try to hold on, but it it reaches to an extent of you giving up, and sometimes you find yourself in a situation where giving up is the only option. Emotionally, they are going to torture you. Physically, they are going to torture you, and what are you remaining with? It's running away from those houses. You understand? So some people are really mistreated, really mistreated. If you are in a good situation, thank God for that. But again, don't judge someone for running away from those houses. Some people run away because they can't, like, you judge them just because they can't tell you what they have gone through. They can't tell you or narrate you what they have faced. So important. This is so important. Insufficient payments. Oh my God. Insufficient, inconsistent in paying, insufficient in payment. Oof. I don't know. Because you people, if you've ever worked here, you know what I'm talking about. It is so discouraging to work for someone, to work for the longest hours, and then you don't get paid. It is so discouraging and hurting to work your lungs out, and then they pay you less than what you're supposed to get. There is nothing more discouraging and hurting than working and then they don't pay you for a month, 2 months, 3 months. It is so hurting and it is so tempting. Why would I work for 4 months without being paid? Why? You come here to look for money. You will come here to solve your problems, and then you work. You ran away from home. You left your home to come here and change your life. At the end of the month, you don't get paid. You get the next month, you don't get paid. The third month, the owner is telling you, I'm going to pay you. So when you put down the squeezers, scrubbing brush and blah blah blah, when you refuse working, they torture you, they punish you, because they brought you here to work, but for them, they don't want to pay you. I mean, why would you stay in a situation where your needs are pending, but you're working day and night to get paid, and then they don't pay you? Of course, you have to run away. You have to find a better solution. And it's not like talking to these people sometimes talking to them doesn't solve anything. You just have to react. So don't blame people. Some people have worked for a year and they have not been paid. Some people are working for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. Some people work and then when you react, they just take you back home without being paid. They say you stole this, you stole that, you stole that. Really? And then after you judge. So before you judge someone, make sure you're perfect. Make sure you've ever experienced that situation, that exact situation. Make sure you've ever been in that very house she is working in. Before you judge someone, I want you to consider that they are humans and there is no smoke without fire. The reasons are many, but I've given you some. Before we conclude this, I want you to remember that we learn sewing from here, pattern cutting, sewing, everything about fashion, lifestyle, blog, maids, and vlog. We do vlogging and live. I share my experience as a housemaid in Saudi Arabia. So consider subscribing, hit the notification button so that you don't miss a thing, and please share this page or channel with your friends. Thank you for watching. Thank you for viewing. Bye.